choose an optional. Many of you are in Italian, am I right? And many of the students, what we notice, that they take a subject, after 1 year, writing with one exam, and next year dropping it. You got my point? कुछ ऐसे भी बेवकूफियां किए लोगों ने, जब पहले 2 पेपर होता था ना मेन में, मालूम है आपको? तो एक पीटी में ऑप्शनल कंपलसरी होता था, जैसे हिस्ट्री या ज्योग्राफी, तो वो क्या करते थे कि हिस्ट्री पीटी में ले लिया और मेन में एंथ्रोपोलॉजी एंड पब्लिक आर्ट ले रहे हैं, यानी 3 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ रहे हैं. This all happens because when you take a decision, you did not research on this, how to choose an optional subject. Very carefully you listen, and I'm sure you would be going to benefit. सबसे पहले सिलेक्शन का एक फॉर्मूला होता है रिजेक्शन. समझ आ रहा है? जैसे आप बहुत सारे कपड़े की दुकान पे गए होंगे और बहुत सारे कपड़े हैं, सबको देखोगे तो बहुत लगेगा. तो सबसे पहला तरीका ये होता है कि ये नहीं लेना है, तो शॉर्टलिस्ट कर लो 5-6 और उसको एक टेबल पे लाके रखो और फिर अपना बजट एंड टेस्ट और उसमें से ले लो. आपका काम आसान हो गया, कम वक्त में हो गया. अब IAS वालों ने लगभग 30 सब्जेक्ट ऑफर कर रखे मार्केट में, एंथ्रोपोलॉजी, हिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी, सिविल. आप देखो आप क्या नहीं ले सकते. Now if you studied political science in your honors, can you take physics? Impossible. Math? Impossible. So what you can take 5 to 6 पे आप 0 डाउन हो जाओगे लास्ट में. You got this point or not? तो सबसे पहला फॉर्मूला है, what is that? The process of rejection rather than process of selection. So shortlist 5 or 6. Second point you have to remember, the best and ideal situation is a student who studied a subject in graduation or post-graduation, and if that subject is available in UPSC, we strongly recommend you should take it. Suppose you studied political science in your graduation or post-graduation, you must take it. Why so? Because suppose this is the destination, that is the last part, and you are here somewhere mid, because in the 3 years you have studied here, so you have to cover only this part, the last part. But if you are starting something from the beginning, you have to start from here, so the distance which you have to travel from here to here, that will take time, and that you can minimize if you have studied history, political science, commerce, you know this. But there is a problem in certain subjects like engineering, civil, mechanical and electrical. These are the subjects offered by UPSC. They have not offered computer science so far, electronics so far, you know this. And all those new engineerings like engineering in structural engineering, UPSC में नहीं है, क्योंकि अभी तो सब यूनिवर्सिटी में ही है. ऐसी केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग कुछ यूनिवर्सिटी में होती है, तो IAS वाले ने भी नहीं दिए. तो उन्होंने सिर्फ 3 इंजीनियरिंग दी है, सिविल, मैकेनिकल एंड इलेक्ट्रिकल. Now if you have done engineering, electrical and you are IITian, I would still suggest you to do that, because many students have cleared this from electrical engineering, civil engineering and mechanical engineering. But generally the students who have not from IIT, from other engineering, they would struggle because of the level of their teaching in their college is unfortunately is not up to the mark, and that is why they struggle when they see the syllabus, when they see the question. Otherwise, ideally if you have studied in a good college and you are a good student, serious student, then half of your work had already been done in your graduation. जैसे इंग्लिश कोई पढ़ के रहा है, तो इंग्लिश लिटरेचर में जो IAS में है बिल्कुल वही है जो ऑनर्स में है. The same the origin of English language and the literature, and there are some texts right from your Shakespeare to Bernard Shaw to all the Victorian age writers to postmodernist writers etc. ये graduation में पढ़ाते हैं IAS में. You got my point? But still many students are afraid, and they are afraid because they were not very good student at that time, or they did not take the graduation seriously. इसलिए वो वहाँ problem आता है. But forget if your subject is not matching with your graduation. Now you choose a subject which is very relevant in GS. You got my point or not? Suppose there are subjects like history, public administration, sociology, political science. These are the subjects which is offered by UPSC and very relevant in general study. जैसे हिस्ट्री लिया आपने तो 100 to 120 मार्क्स का तो जीएस में हिस्ट्री स्ट्रेट अवे है आउट ऑफ 1000. ज्योग्राफी लिया 100 मार्क्स. If you have taken public app, maybe 150 marks. You got the point? That means that when you are preparing for GS, you don't have to prepare that portion of GS because you have already studied through optional. So that time which you can save, you can utilize it in other area. This is a smart way, and why an engineer takes history and geography and public administration. You understand the reason that first they are not sure about their own subject, and second when they chose it because this is very relevant in general study. You got it? 3 criteria. The first criteria, what I said, rejection one. Second is whatever you studied in your graduation, and third is what? Yes. Fourth is, after looking all these rejection and all GS etc., see which subject you have maximum interest. Suppose you read history and you found it boring. Don't take it. क्योंकि इसके साथ पूरे साल रहना. You got to point or not? तो ऐसा ना हो कि रात को 12 बजे खोलते वक्त डर लगे, oh my god, या बोरिंग लगे, oh my god. You got to point or not? तो ऐसा लोग के रात के 2 बजे भी खोले तो बहुत ही पैशन के साथ, fascination, oh my god, I am going to read now this geography. This is the subject. You got this point or not? So it is based on your interest. Last, take a subject. The material and the guidance is available in the market. If you have taken a subject like geology, right? और कोई teacher ही available नहीं, और कोई ढंग का material नहीं, you would have struggled. So why large number of students take these subjects, Pawar, history, geography, sociology, psychology, etc. You got it or not? That there are good teachers available, good study materials also available. So I would suggest you keep these 4-5 points. I am sure इसको याद करने के लिए कोई research नहीं करना है, 1 महीना का time नहीं चाहिए. अब इसको decision करते वक्त don't take a decision right now. Take time, 10 days, 15 days. And look at from all the possible angles. See the questions of last few years. Read 1 or 2 chapters of each subject which you have shortlisted. और फिर देखो, और उसको पढ़ने का भी तरीका है. एक सबसे मुश्किल चैप्टर पढ़ो, एक सबसे आसान पढ़ो, एक एवरेज पढ़ो, तीनों सब्जेक्ट का जो आपने शॉर्टलिस्ट किया, एंड देन एक अपने आप अंदर से आवाज आ जाएगी कि ये लेना है. वही लास्ट वॉइस होनी चाहिए. अगर इतने करने के बाद लिया आपने, you would never go wrong 100. Okay, got it? Or to choose an optional paper?